Stream has been restarted. This should fix it. I am so confused. Is the stream gonna load? Okay. It appears to actually be streaming the game now, which is a nice bonus compared to what was happening before. Not that. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. The thinker added to the court record. There was some glass shards nearly off the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Glass shards added to the court record. The remains of a glass light stand broken beyond all record. Anything else that seems like a clue in here? It's a paper must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Ah, a piece of paper that says Maya. I really... Huh? Word is written in the... Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. Receipt added. Court record. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police. Find out what that girl was doing here. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this becomes a murder weapon again. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. Chief's chair. Simple functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too. Okay. There. Oh, window. There's a large building right across from the office, the Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. So I'm assuming that hotel's good. I'm being haunted by the old stream. Painful look. Compromise. Wait, did I mute this? Major. Oh my god. Looks like she was. Oh my god, it's hit in the head with a blunt weapon. So when I click out, it seems to freeze. Okay. She probably died instantly. Any more evidence around here? Ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's alternate handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. That's about all she used a PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Right, I better call the police. Huh? That's funny. The screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police, please, come quick. What was that? Some screaming from outside the window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Yo, is okay, Phoenix and Maya are both going to be considered. Phone receiver. She's probably going to consider perfectly normal office desk. The chief has a very particular policy about office cigars. Spend big on stuff that clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. I mean, that's actually a really good philosophy. Okay, let's back out. Move. That girl just now. Where'd she go? Put her right there on that sofa. Oh, I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes, don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be use for evidence out like this outside the courtroom. Should I show her this? Before Mia died, she wrote a message from blood. She wrote it on the back of the receipt. That's my name. What? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Now I've done it. Wee-oo. Police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Check on the street. Sure it didn't absolutely destroy itself. I don't think my tablet's willing to use Twitch. Watch a live stream. Police, sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! Oh, Gumshoe. Alright, I'm detect. What's his voice? Just like, I'm detect. Oh, that's like too wrong. Like, I'm just trying. I'm Detective Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have... Whoa, excuse me. Eek. Does the word Maya here mean anything to you? That's one. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? I know of Maya, and I know that she's very good at getting accused for murder. But I don't think it's really much of a spoiler to say that the game where you play as a defense attorney, the defendants are typically innocent. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. Is it actually streaming? Was taken in for questioning and didn't get out till next morning. Oh my god, it's actually streaming! That's rare! I fixed it. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6, 9:07 a.m. Detention center, visitor's room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh. It's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you. I'd better get the door straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. You're never going to believe me. Even you found me in the office. You looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? Oh no, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene, honestly. I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. So, he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil type. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh? Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. From what I understand, that's kind of her specialty. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia. I know. Fuck. Oh yeah. Something I've been wanting to ask you, yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. With my uniform, you could say. Acolytes, like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Day of the crime? Tell me about the day of the murder. Yes. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence, yes. That clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been the evidence in this case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. Pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forget how to delete those things. Oh boy, so this is how they framed her for murder. She doesn't know how to use a cell phone. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Let me switch to intermission. Oh, that's popping up in the bottom. How do I stop that? First of all, back up so it disappears. Okay, I'm back. Your cell phone. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right. Oh. I just remembered that detective took my cell phone, sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Maya's memo added to court record. Spirit mediums. So you're an acolyte. Medium in training? That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family. So Mia was into that stuff too? Of course, she left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit, with ESP and all. Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry, I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Sure. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you very so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Thank you. Trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. Visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. So I'm guessing they're going to assign her one. And it's me. What is this? I'm about to ask her about this now. Yeah, I'm gonna save that for now. Is this where we're gonna meet, like, Miles? September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer, not to mention runs an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Ends of looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny, they don't even look like they've been read. Something tells me this is Edgeworth's house, or building. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at for that matter either. Or actually, could this be the Von Karmas? A table for clients. An elegant ebony case. If I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. That's what the lighter's for. Expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. Solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Okay. Let's go back to the detention center. Hey, what is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. I see. Better go see if I can find this lawyer she's talking about. Could you tell me more about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of forgotten used to it. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an outstanding child. That's the thinker clock. Practically qualifies as a serial murderer. So then, when did you arrive at this office? It was right around 9. Lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know, so she could still be alive? Your mother, the woman in my family, have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced that she would become a lawyer and and she left them out. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her. All by herself up on that mountain. Your mother is in. So, who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. Thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course, but the man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud and the media jumped on it big time. mother became the laughingstock of the nation. See. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Oh my god. Was that guy's name Red, White, and Blue or something? She said that. She said like red, blue, white. She was dying. This was lying next to Chief's body. I saw that too. They said it. They thought it. No, that seems about right. I took a perfect last night stamp for this. Remember that receipt? You mean the one with my name on it? Any idea why she? Absolutely none. Do you trust me? I trust you. I trust you. Why? Don't you think I did it too? No, I don't. It's just a hunch, but that detective thinks I feel like we've talked about everything. Move. Orderly move. Examine. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. Real pro, this guy. Security camera. Going for the camera. Okay. So, do I go to Fanco Law Offices? September 6th, Fanco Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. You're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right, and don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick. Oh, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Yeah. Well, Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You wanna know the results, eh? Hey, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. That's not legal, but we can do that. Maya. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth? That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain, he doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Oh, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case, so Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with almost abnormal passion. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Present. Nothing I really think would be useful. Oh, that? Seems like a glass stand next to the victim fellow, but the glass shards were pieces of the broken stand. Examine. My least favorite part of the plane. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Cordyline stricta, pal. Who was that? His desk, perfectly clean as always. The only thing is missing is Mia. The sky is blue and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. An old movie poster. Apparently, this is the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. There's a horrendous amount of legal books in here. Scary still is that Mia's probably read all of those. So, I'm gonna guess now that Edgeworth is at Grossberg Law Offices. Or he's not. Detention center? Do I have to present something to him? Or wait, is there a slide option here? I was wondering, do you know anything about this? That statue? That's the murder weapon. Huh? He thinks the clock is just a statue too. I'm starting to wish I'd never seen this thing. There was a piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't there? Yeah, the one with the killer's name on it. Are you sure that Mia wrote it herself? Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it's her handwriting or not. There's no proof that Mia wrote it. I was wondering, did you see Maya's cell phone? Oh, that, I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight. Tell him why I want it. There's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh, no. It's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. God. Mood. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. The cell phone holds all the little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. You didn't notice the recorded conversation. Holds a conversation between the chief and Maya. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I've asked all the questions I needed to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh wait, one more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your loyally ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but Gail, I didn't tell you anything about her. You just told me your name, Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already then? You're trying to your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside a room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. We say this after he has given us 3 pieces of information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. So can we actually go talk to Maya real quick about this? Hey, I got your cell phone back. Let's see. Can you listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes are closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheek. Thank you. Okay, Gatewater Hotel. September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Alright, real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Teehee. That was a very good impression of him. And myself. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job. God, this game's got really good writing. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's also exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, I go freshen up so I can look up at a beautiful eyewitness. Pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. It's gonna be him. Examine White. Oh, that. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms yet now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second. I wonder what could be inside that drawer. Inside, I wonder. Maybe later. Okay, I just wanted to make sure there wasn't Flowers are fake as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my knowledge. Those are roses. Very clearly. Like, does Phoenix right now know what a rose is? Huh, still seen painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging from on the wall. Bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the faint cold office buildings. See inside the room, pretty clear from here. I think it would be a little bit different to recognize a face from this distance, though. That's important knowledge. Simple, but it's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. What you in? Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not to encourage me. Or you know that thing that happened the other day, the bad thing. What did you see when it happened? I suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Could you just who exactly you are? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No. Hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know you're cute with the blush. Maybe it's the first time in my life I've blushed this. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. See, there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Oh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, huh? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. Can I look at the screwdriver again? No. Not really anything else to interact with in here, is there? I'm gonna guess I go back to the detention center. Nothing really new to present. Yeah, there's not really much to do. Do we talk to Gumshoe again? Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here. That was the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've heard. Ha! So you're the one they say has been looking for me? Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. So you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something on the matter. You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey. Yes. Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Cha-cha. Really quite busy here, son. I can't go on taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Nothing new to examine. How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just I'm busy, you see. The client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in a good hand. Yes, of course, I knew that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look somewhere else. I think not. What did you say? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon. Could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? Yeah. How did you know Mia Fey? She walked here. a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. Mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion, never looked back, that one. That's quite a painting. That's quite a painting. Aha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. Not buying, jeez. So... I'm gonna present this because I feel like very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter. Okay, he's got nothing to say with any of these. We can leak him an autopsy report and he won't do nothing. Move. September 6th, 3:42 p.m. Detention Center, Visitor Room. We have 20 minutes to find a new defendant. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just to be honest, I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? We're gonna defend Maya. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Well... I can't abandon you. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. But I've been nowhere in the first place. Someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. So kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes, and I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, next, there's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look in that drawer that she got off of it. There has to be something in there. So I'm guessing I now go to that strange woman and break into her house. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment at your service. Oh, right. I've just come by to deliver. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of everything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no. Hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait. Now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. God, you came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there's a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp found. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? That was his name, my sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined me and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Probably not. This is that thing. I imagine the only thing that changes is the screwdriver. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap. How would doing a thing like this? That's not legally obtained evidence, but, this is not a very normal law. Yes, indeed. Wiretap out of the court record. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would you have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, and I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Oh, well, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. save your progress at this point. Alright. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Only one judge. The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I don't show any signs of weakness today, or it'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct. Sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. You're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Oh, this is something we have to pick apart. As soon as the phone call came in to the scene, there were two people there. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examining what? Couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. She couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony. She would bluff and impress the witness on every detail. Then we saw he slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. So I'm guessing the contradiction is going to be something related to time, and I rushed in. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed into the scene. I don't think I'm going to get anything for pressing this. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much though. Right, please continue. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. He's not wrong. That is exactly what we were. But suspicious does not mean guilty. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press a little more care. So I'm guessing Amelia arrested Miss Maya Fey. I don't think he's gonna be wrong about that. Why? We had a witness account describing her. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. She did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. It's the note. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Alright, this is when he mentions the note. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Therefore, before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective, Your Honor. Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. He isn't gonna be lying about that. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. I've heard of this. I know this one bit because I'm gonna press it just to make sure. The contradiction is that she died instantly. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. It's a visual novel. Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name, especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, Al. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order. Didn't go so well. That's right, what he said. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction there somewhere. Let's find it. So, the entire contradiction is that it was instant death. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... Oh, this is the classic line. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results in this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. You, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? What am I calling? Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. How's that a personal attack? That's no matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts this evidence. Autopsy report updated in the court record. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please. April May. At your service. Wink. God, what is with that pose? Order. An introduction shall not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th? The night when the murder occurred. Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room. See? I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fang Co. law offices. Mm-hmm. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Okay, what you lying about? It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her, and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy-witsy. A wink. Well, Your Honor. I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright, what about my cross-examination? Thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well, her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. Only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. It's the whole thing about her seeing her from that. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. That part checks out. With long hair being attacked, and attacking her was that mousy girl. Are you sure? How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. When women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Question the testimony. Hold on a minute. The testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. You're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Oh god, did it freeze up again? Did it freeze up again? Okay, no, it didn't. My tablet froze up. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless. How about this, I mean? Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her, and I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Oh, wait. Give testimony again if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Oh, this stream is... Oh, wait. It's not dropping frames, though. Witness's account. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. Then she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, that kind of statuey clock, the thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? She shouldn't know that the clock is a clock. She wouldn't have heard it. Especially since all of the machine parts were out. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. He didn't know the clock was a clock. That's a clock. Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. You didn't know it was you should know it was a clock unless you were lying because of the wiretap. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that the statue of a thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Oh. Order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? No, Herb. The witness saw the murder with their own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. 100% effect rate? Objection sustained. You may continue your question with the witness. That was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Fey & Co? No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fey & Co, where the murder took place, is very close to the thing. She could have easily... She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. But now, I'm not satisfied because... it couldn't have wrong. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Whoa. See anything interesting, Your Honor? Just as the defense says, this clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see, the clock was empty, it couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat. Well, Miss May? Huh? Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty? Somehow he knew? I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask when was the clockwork removed. If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. So the exact same thing as last time, basically, but with a different part of the clock not working. That's true, the clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork that was removed is... It's the phone conversation. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to me. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Good detective better remember he's up for the evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could, I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now, huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Beep. Why is the stream is lagging a lot, so I'm going to lower a setting on it. I'm going to go to my stream and slightly edit. Actually, I don't know if I can change anything that would fix this. It's lagging, but it's a visual novel, so it's not that bad. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't this obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that at again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes, it's a one-of-a-kind clock. The witness claims she has seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce the evidence. The clock was made by Larry Butz. It's simple. This clock was never in any store ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. God. This game just has so many good one-liners. Oh, she's about to snap. Oh, God. Oh, excuse is not on sale today? What's it to you, What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh. Silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did, Oink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain. I see the truth of this matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. The wiretap. Have a look at this. That? I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim's, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is the phone. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. It's not fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal with the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippy-tapping irrelevant? Gosh, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the point? Wait, what is? Can you prove that you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see that or pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Yeah, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say. Way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so, the killing happened around 9 at night. Why? That's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quickly, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. She literally said she saw it. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you. The witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing to the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit the murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Continue examining Miss May, because we know that the call said that Maya would show up at 9. So if she was there to witness it and call and be here for this, she knew it about this. She knew that Maya would be there. What exactly do you have left to examine, Mr. Wright? Miss April May has admitted to the wiretap, yes, but that bears no relevance. There's no way you can prove any connection. Oh, think. This can't be the end. But I'm out of evidence, and I believe this cross-examination is in... None, Your Honor. She's the last. What? But that means Maya's guilty? Wait. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The defense would like to call the bellboy after all. As I thought. Huh? May I remind you, dear Mr. Wright, should you question the bellboy and Miss April May's alibi proved to be solid, then by default your client, Miss Maya Fey, will be pronounced guilty. Are you prepared to accept my condition? Edgeworth. He's got me backed into a corner. Except she clearly knew Maya Fey would be there at 9 p.m., so she has a way to know that somebody would be there to be framed. The only thing we're missing is a motive. I accept. It clearly seems that she wasn't the actual murderer. She was... Very well, the court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Did you need to bring that entire tray with you? Was that necessary? Is that just glued to his hand? Yes, sir, I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Right. Ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder somehow, Maya will be finished. So, the thing that's weird to me is that she asked for it at 9 p.m., the exact same time that the call would say she was there. So that's, I believe I received a call at 8. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail 7 times. She was watching a program on TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. Okay. I misclicked. Okay. On the phone, let me just make sure that on the phone, wait, this doesn't contain that part of the call that says 9 p.m., does it? Or wait, it did say 9 at the very end there. See you tonight at 9. She would know that it's happening at 9. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in your statement. How exactly is that evidence in this? Are they? Oh! Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations. Oh. I don't think there will be any points with the judge. So. Oh, wait. Precisely 9 then. Precisely, exactly, and how can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? So... this must be the part I have to press. Died from a blow by manipulative for a few moments. That's not gonna... Would it be this, actually? Would it be this time? Is this gonna... Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. Huh? It does? I don't see anything. Objection overruled. Try to think. She's... her insistence on... Okay, I guess it's not the insistence on... I guess she has to be lying about the time for some reason, but... would it be the autopsy report? Your Honor, that statement okay. Well, I know. Give me a second. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. That didn't go so well. Press this. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's during that mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, she, the guest, sir, favored me with an embrace. Embrace, sir. Is that French for embrace? French for kiss, sir, but not French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why should she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by hypercriminal, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something. Okay. Nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. Can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait. Please wait. Yes? This is offensive something to add. One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Oh, again, sir? At exactly 9, I'll guess I'd reply. I see. $18? Doesn't this seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know. We don't skimp on the ice, sir. What did he say? What did you say? Huh, oh, rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. My dude is a witness for a murder trial, and is you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I was specifically asked her. You fool! I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as hard as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late. I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright, you are amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide, his trembling lips, it sent shivers up me. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so, not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. You think he was the one who? Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. Thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow, but now that I have it, I'm not so sure most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from record. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me from. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center. It's up to me to set her free. How long have I been streaming? I've been streaming for about 2 hours? I may finish the stream for today. But yeah, this game is good. Is there... Okay, is the only option to back... September 7th, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center Visitor's Room. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask of me then, huh? For starters, how did you get to be so whacked? Yeah, I'm gonna... What? Why does... What? Okay, that's... Oh, wait, that's the Xbox One controller. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the title screen. Yeah, that's gonna be all for this stream. Let me check, stream. Okay. Oh, yeah, this game's really good. Like, I expected it to be good, but God, this is the exact kind of thing that I just love. It's just those, like, where you just point out that one thing. Just, oh, perfect. Now let me find out who to, raid. Anybody doing... Anybody doing still in case 1? I don't see anybody, but I don't really... I'll raid Jaded, I guess. So, how do you raid? Very good stream. I forget to raid people. Wait, I just have to hold. Oh, we're streaming. I think I'll just raid Jaded. Makes good content. Where's the raid button? I'm just gonna... Okay, I gotta pull up Stream Manager on my... Sure, and then, yeah. Stream Manager. Yeah. I'll probably stream this again tomorrow night or Friday night. Friday night I'm probably actually gonna do Xenogears, but yeah, I'll probably be streaming this again tomorrow because God, I want to play more of this game. Probably starting around 4. Hopefully I don't have the same issues I had last time. So yeah, let's raid channel. Here we go. Start raid. Alright. Raid.